shy of there at the 24. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
42 yards.
And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
On the return, Carter. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air again, Herbert.
Slant complete to Keenan Allen.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Herbert now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Hopkins' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. And he works 3.
He's got room at the 30.
Mahomes He's finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 54 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Here's Hardman to return.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think it...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. With Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
No way, you're kidding me!
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. It is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes will continue to pile up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off. And try.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second and 7.
Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Michel. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Herbert.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Herbert to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win